It's significant because Democrats and Republicans managed to come together to actually pass this bill. 15 Republican senators joining the 50 Democrats to pass that bill, and that in itself is very significant. Now, to the content of that bill, you mentioned some of the major measures, starting with, of course, those enhanced background checks for buyers under the age of 21. There's also the idea of closing that boyfriend loophole that allows people to prevent domestic abusers from getting their hands on guns. And initially, it used to be for spouses or partners who lived together or had a child together. But now this boyfriend loophole will be closed, meaning that even if it is a simple boyfriend, that will apply. But Republicans also got some measures that they really cared about, mainly millions of dollars in mental health funding, as well as school security. And there was also another sticking point between Democrats and Republicans, those incentives for red flag laws in states. There was a compromise there. There won't be a requirement for red flag laws, but there will be extra funding for states who decide to implement those red flag laws, and also for states that don't choose to do that, but choose to address gun safety in another way. And now, of course, these are not the major measures that Democrats wanted, that gun control activists wanted, like an outright assault weapons ban or raising the minimum age for buying a gun to 21. But it is still the most significant gun safety bill passed in about 30 years, and that is extremely significant. And gun safety activists really hailed this as a very good step in the right direction, even though they're asking for more.
Now, just hours before Kethevane, the Supreme Court kind of reversed what gun control advocates would see as progress in that bill that you just described.
Exactly. Just across the street from Congress, that Supreme Court really showing that there is a disconnect between the legislative branch and the judicial branch, because that Supreme Court really expanded gun rights, rights for gun owners, expanding on a decision dating back to 2008 that really simply said that the Second Amendment guaranteed the right of Americans to have guns in the privacy of their own home for self-defense. This time, the ruling says that the Second Amendment guarantees that right even outside the home, striking down that New York law that required people to show proper cause, a reason in order to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon. That law has been struck down. There's several other states in the country that have similar laws that likely will be struck down. And this is a major win for gun rights activists. The NRA, of course, hailing this as a big victory.